Okay guys, Saturday's mobility, hope you enjoyed the team WOD. Trying something a little bit different with Zoom, seeing what it's capable of. So I hope you enjoyed it. It might return at some point, or it might not have worked out, so we will carry on with what we were doing. Your mobility for today, we're going to start with a turn back stretch. I'm going to add a little bit into this. What you're going to do is find a wall. We're going to point the hand facing down. This is the bit that I'm adding. I'm going to push it against the wall, and then from there I'm going to look in the opposite direction, and if I can, like I'm thumbing for a lift, I'm going to open up that chest and bring the arm backwards. Okay, we're going to do 1 minute of each side on the turn back stretch, and then we're going to go into the couch stretch. Okay, so we've done this a lot now. I'm just going to set up over here. So if I'm going to use a bench or a couch, I can sit up into this position. Should be feeling this in the hip flexors, bringing the chest upright as high as possible while squeezing the glutes, and that's really going to target the quads and the hip flexors. Okay, so you're going to be here for 1 minute, and then we're going to change sides and do the same on the other side. We're then going to go into a bench hinge, which is, again, using my couch, hands on the top of the couch, and then I'm going to sink, keeping my elbows straight, I'm going to sink my head through that gap, extend through the arms, through the shoulders, through the thoracic, and just try and hold that position. Okay, we're going to be there for 2 minutes. Then we're going to move into a lat stretch. So I'm going to use the doorway for this one. What we're going to do is one hand over the top of the other. I'm going to get my feet together and push the hips out to the side. I'm then going to open my body up, okay, into that lat stretch down here. Going to be 1 minute per side on that, and then we're going to move into a V-sit. So just sat on the floor, straddled legs, point those toes, sit forward with your weight, and then just be passive. Okay, just lean forward. If you want to keep your hands out, you can do. That's just going to put a little bit more of an aggressive stretch on, but 3 minutes is a long time, so you just want to be passive and let it go. Okay, recheck your stretch after a minute. So if it's not feeling like it's stretching anymore, you can just nudge it out a little bit further or lean a little bit deeper into it. Okay, you've got 3 minutes in that V-sit position. We're then going to go into the bottom of a squat. Okay, so we know what the bottom of a squat is. On this variation, we're allowing the lower back to round and go into that full depth squat position. It's going to obviously hit the hips and the ankles and all the things that a squat would hit, but also we're going to relieve that tension in the lower back. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the side. So I'm going to get into my squat position, and then I'm really going to sink down, and you can see my back, especially my lower back is rounded. I'm just going to sit in that position for 2 minutes, okay, from the front. Okay, sat down into that deep squat. This is not a squat position that I would want to load, obviously because my back's pretty rounded, but it is something to be sat in, and it is something to help you stretch off and loosen that lower back off. Okay, we're going to be there for 2 minutes, and then we've got an optional one today. If you've got a foam roller, great. If you haven't, you can use a 2 litre bottle of water or Coke that's then filled with water. Anything tubular. Some people use like drain pipe, hard drain pipe bits, but anything that's cylindrical. What I'm going to do is place in my thoracic, okay, so anywhere sort of mid to upper back, and then from there I'm going to hug myself and then just take some weight onto there, and I can do a various amount of things here. Okay, I can hunt for little tight areas. So there's feeling a bit tight for me and a bit lower. And you're going to almost self-massage using that foam roller, moving your body weight through, okay? If you want to as well from there, what you can do is get it in that thoracic position and then try and extend and curl through that thoracic to try and get some mobility there. Okay, really important. It's what limit most people overhead. Okay, so jerks, push press, handstands, handstand walking, all those things, overhead lunge with the dumbbell, all those things are affected by your ability, by the thoracic's ability to be able to go up and overhead. Okay, I want you to spend 3 minutes on that if you can, and that is your mobility for Saturday. Cool.